Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Got the Game Gear out here, and the reason why is I wanted to play a game I picked up last summer. This is Halley Wars, a shoot-'em-up, which is very highly rated. A lot of people really like it. How much did I spend on this? 22 bucks, which is a little steep, but you know what? This is a very, very good one, they say, and actually a lot of people have mentioned it's quite easy, which I've tried it one or two times. It's not easy, so I think I'm going to get laughed at on this video, but regardless. There's another one that's apparently an even better shoot-'em-up called Power Strike 2, or also GameGear Halley, but that one goes for crazy money. So just to pay $22 for this thing, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's throw it into the Game Gear, try it out, and just see how good, easy, or hard it actually is. Alright, so here we have Halley Wars. This is from Taito. A quote-unquote easier shooter, they say. Let's see if that's true. Now, the technique, or the mechanic in this game is everything that gets past you does damage to the earth. You're going to see a percentage sign. I'll point it out in a second. But basically, everything that gets past you does damage to the earth. Alright, let's get this, and looks really nice. Like the star field is very very detailed, and on the screen it's pretty good. Now watch out, there's some comets that come next. Oh darn, I let that one get past me, which means the earth just took a bunch of damage. You can see it's now sitting at 7%. That's bad. You don't want that to reach 100, because then the earth will take more damage. Ooh, got him. Now those guys always do a lot of damage to me there. Those kind of, every time you blow them up, they leave behind, in their wake a shower of explosion bits and pieces. So I don't like the fact that that constantly gets me. But you know, look at the craters on the moon. That looks really good, really well done. And yeah, see those things, they leave behind a wake of destruction. Do not like that. And you... So a really nice looking game, except for those darn comets all the time. Now, I died with the earth at 23%. Let's do another one. Do I start all the way at the beginning? Yes, I do. However, at least the percentage is reset back to 0, so that's something at least. Alright. They always follow the same pattern, so I guess it's probably a case of you just play it enough times, you will memorize the patterns, and then you'll always do better at it. And it is a bit slower. Watch for the comet. Haha, you got me, a bum. So I suppose for those people who have played the living heck out of this, that's why they say it's easier. But honestly, I have a hard time getting past any levels in this thing. And those guys who leave, like, the destruction behind them as they fall, as I blow them up, that's, also awful for me. So, come on. So if I do this bad on this cheaper, or sorry, well, yes, cheaper, but if this is considered the easier shoot-'em-up on the Game Gear, and I'm doing this badly, maybe I don't need to worry about not being able to afford GameGear Halley, because I'm never going to be able to survive that one. Okay, let's get you, and you. You do have the secondary attack, but I don't think that's usable until later on. Like, I think it's just button number 1 initially. And then you pick up these guys. Oh, there we go. Now, they can be a secondary shot. They are like a little assisting ship, or, start again, or that's when you can hit button number 2 here, and you can actually launch that secondary little starship that's helping you out like a smart bomb. Unfortunately, it takes me so long just to get those things. I don't think I'm going to get the chance to use it. Comet. Oh, I missed that comet. And the Earth is up to 7% already. They're in trouble. More comets. Bad guys who leave a bunch of wreckage behind them. More comets. More comets. Oh, you bum. Okay. So yeah, it's really good. It's not coming through on my camera, but it does look very nice. The colors are actually not as washed out as my poor camera makes it out to be. The Game Gear screen is not exactly stellar, as we all know, but it's better than it looks here. And of course I died again. I've tried repositioning a few times, but I think that first angle was, you get a better sense of the contrast there. Well, okay, we'll go one more time, but I don't think I'm going to get much farther here. This is a very hard game. I am finding this is, I've played this quite a few times before starting up the camera, and this is about as far as I get. I think the most I've done is getting as far as the first boss. So maybe I just need to get good, as they say. Is that a pickup? Yeah, it is. Oh, there we go. Well, silly me. I have not been playing it correctly. Now I have the good pickup. I just don't want to die. Comets. I know they're coming. There we go. Oh no, there goes another pickup. Shoot. Okay, well that serves me right. I should have gone for that pickup there. Nice music. It's really done a nice job. Oh! Okay. I think I'm in trouble here. Yep, that's it. Okay, well, so that's the end for me. That's Halley Wars on the original Game Gear. Quite a nice little game. Just, unfortunately, I can't play it, and I think it's probably an indication that I don't need to worry about getting the more expensive shooters for the Game Gear, because this is really, really hard, and my skill set is just not going to get me as far as it is in some of these other games. You get an idea here from the attract mode just how many kinds of power-ups and bad guys you can take on, but I don't think I'm going to get as far as any of that stuff. It was really nice, though. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe when I'm feeling particularly brave, I might go back and try and do these levels again, because it is quite a nice looking shooter, but yeah. I think my success ratio with this shows that I'm probably not going to get very far with other Game Gear shoot 'em ups. Alright. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.